week preview here. It is AK47 over at Prime Trading Investments and TradeCaster.com, where we're streaming live every single day across the board from small cap to large cap futures options. We got you covered. It is the first full week of June, like I said, June 3rd through the 7th. Let's get in to see what we'll see this week overall in the market. And now, if you've watched some of my charting lessons, you know probably what to be looking for. 15-day, 15-minute time frame. And look where we bounced off of. Not surprising, right? Look at that. And a crazy day that we had this past Friday, which was a shortened week from last week. Of course, we're off for Memorial Day, as you can see right here. There was no Monday right there. It's a little sliver of a day, and we were off for Memorial Day. So, on the way up this week, where do we do? This looks like a beautiful squeeze pattern. Looks like we want to squeeze more. You know, when you see this massive move up on Friday, looking like we're about to go up and squeeze for more right there. I would be saying watch for move up to 528.75, 529, over that to 530. This week easily should see, in my opinion, 531.50. And I would say, in my opinion, watch for move back over that little old resistance area. Resistance, right? Anywhere from 531 to 531.50 area. I want to say that'll be my normal high of week, but I'll go anywhere from 531.50 to 534 will be my normal high of the week. Because if we go over 531.50, we'll probably get another nice good squeeze right on up to that area. So, ultimate high, we will move to all-time highs, which again, this 534 mark is all-time highs. So, in my opinion, watch for move to 531.50 to 534 for your normal high of day, or your normal high for the week, I should say. Your high, your ultimate high for the week. I would venture if we get over this, we'll easily move to 535, maybe even 537.50-ish area. On the way back on down, watch back under 527. It's going to be key. Back under 527, we'll see a pullback to 526, then down to this 525 mark, right? And then we're working our way down, blah, 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 through these areas. I don't see how, in a normal week, if we have fluctuate, to me, in my opinion, we could easily, I don't see how, we could just go up and away. But you know, if we come down, how we wouldn't hit this, if we crack 527, I think we'd have a nice good pullback into 525, then down to around 523. That'll be my normal low for the week. My ultimate low for the week would crack it right back on down to this 518-ish area again. So normal low for the week, watch somewhere in this area to hold up. We may not get any lower than 525. You know, if we squeeze up and go to 530, 531.50, and we're testing that for the first couple of days of the week, maybe even testing all-time high area 534, it's gonna be really hard to get back down to this area. You know, so I would be surprised if we got even further than 525 if we go up to begin with. So it's all about what we do on Monday and Tuesday. Do we just chop around through this area, or do we squeeze up and go up? You know, so that'll be the key. But overall, I'd venture to say if we crack back under 527, we'll see 526 to 525. My normal low of the week will be 523, with my ultimate low and movement that we could have would then take it to 521.50, 520, and then down possibly to 518 for your ultimate low of the week. It's always crucial what we do, though, first couple of days. Same here with like Apple. You know, I could say, hey, your normal low of the week's going to be, you know, we'll just call it 188 to down here around 187. That's what I would say as of right now, just looking at this right out of the gate. Just being in this channel that we've been in right through here. But if we squeeze up and we're testing all, you know, back up to this 195 mark, and then let's just say we maybe try to go back up, because I'm pretty sure that 200 mark is all-time highs here for Apple, and it is. So again, if we squeeze back up to this 195 mark, 194, which would be my normal high of the week, and we're already up here, it's going to be hard to get back to. It's going to have to be some kind of crazy huge sell-off that happens throughout this week. And so I will say watch over this 193 mark will be key. Over 193, watch for a pop up to that 194.50, 195 mark. That'll be my normal high of the week. My ultimate high of the week would be taking it back to that 4-hour time frame, and you can see where we'll be going next. Over 195, which will be my normal high of the week. Watch for a squeeze up to 196.25. Over that to 198, somewhere right around there, 197.50. I don't know if we'd get all the way back up to 199. I mean, we are only $7 away, so it's possible. So I would say anything from 197.50 to 199.60 would be your ultimate high of the week, with your normal high of the week being 195. Now for your way back down, watch for move back under 190 to 189, under 189 to this 188.50 mark, 188.75 mark, and below that, yep, you got it, to my normal low of the week, which would take it down into the 187 area. Under 187 for your ultimate low of the week. Maybe we just have this massive sell-off at some point that I'm not foreseeing. Back down to 185.86. I don't think we'd get any lower, even with the crazy sell-off, than 185. So you can see to the top side, maybe 7 up to 199. Maybe at most 7 to the bottom side of this 185 area. Now over to AMD. Same thing. See this big-ass gross channel we've been in. So the normal high of the week, see you're kind of starting to get this now. I don't think we'll get out of this channel. At 174.50, 175 will be my normal high of the week. Watch for a pop over this 170 area. That'd be the best move for long for the move back up to 173 to 174.50. And then for your shorts, back under 164, I like that. This barrier, 166, is kind of like the sandwich area of are we going to be bullish or are we going to be bearish, and we keep going back and forth through it. Where below 164, we get bearish and can move down to 160.25 for my normal low of the week. Your ultimate low of the week will take it down to this 158 mark. Over to Amazon. I kind of been forgetting about this one because it has been drooping itself back on down. When it was close to this all-time high area, it's been nothing but down since. We were in a nice channel last week that I forgot to go over, and then we cracked out of that 180 support channel, and now we're back here. So back over 176.50, 70 area for move to 178 and then to 179 and possibly 180. 180 will be my normal high of the week. My ultimate high of the week would take it to 182. I don't think we would see 184. And then for the move back on down, you can see where we bounced at right there, right at 174, almost on the dot. Watch for a move under 174 to this right here, 173.25, then down to 172. 172 to 171 will be my normal low of the week. My ultimate low of the week would take it back down to around 170. Over to ARM. See if we get back in this channel, back above 120. If I go back to that 4 hour, you'll see it. We were in that channel for quite a while once we popped up with earnings earlier this year. Now we're just on this beautiful trend line after bad earnings about a month and a half ago. When we had it in April, we cracked on down. We've been nothing but a beautiful, as you can see, trend line up since. So in my opinion, watch for move up to 122 and then to 124. Over that to 126. 126 will be my normal high of the week. My ultimate high of the week over this 126 mark. Watch for a pop up to 130. That is going to be potential in my opinion. Let's see here. Sorry, I was just making sure everything recording on my side. Did I press record? And then on the short side, really, we can just go back to the 15-day, 15-minute. Use this right there and say back under 120. Watch for a crack back down to 119. You can see that was a high originally in the run right around right there-ish on Wednesday the 15th of May. Under that to 118. Under 118, watch for a move down to around 117 and below that to 116.50. Below 116.50, watch for a move down to 115.75. Somewhere in there will be a normal low of the week. Your ultimate low of the week would take it back below that to 114. I don't quite think, in my opinion, we would see all the way down to this 110 mark, which is really strong support. I'd go anywhere from 114 to 113-ish, right there-ish, 112.50 or so, ultimate low for the week. Now over to Google. Your normal low of the week, 171. Ultimate high, or your normal high of the week, 178. I can just come right on in and tell you that. So right out of the gate, I can just see what channel we're in. I don't think we get any lower than this 171 mark. I bet we'll start channeling this week, and I bet we wouldn't get any higher than 177 to 178. Your good moves are going to come back over for the long over this 174.50, 65 mark for the move up, and your great short's going to be back under 173 for your move to 171. Now for your ultimates, under 171, watch for a crack back down to 170 and potentially this 168.75 area, maybe even down to 168. For ultimate high of the week, watch for move over 170. I doubt we'll get there, but over 178.25, watch for that pop up to 180. Meta, this one did finally have a decent move on Friday, but it came right back up. I thought it was finally going to crack this channel, which it did. I'll get out a little bit further here. We'll go out like 20 days so you can really see the channel we've been in here. And since we've been up, and up. And as soon as I thought we were cracking the bottom of 460 on Friday, we did and came all the way down into the low 450s. All the way back up to where it was like nothing even happened on Friday. It was crazy. All these plays reversed very hard. Crazy how often we're seeing that more. Did not used to see that, especially on a Friday. For the longest time, I've been going live on Fridays over on TradeCaster since 2020. If it was like that, I would be telling people, it's just going to keep going up. It's just going to keep going down. Leave it alone. I've seen this now in the last 6 months or so to a half year to year now, because we're already almost halfway through this year. We'll call it the last 6 months a lot more so, but last year even, you know what I mean? The last full year is when I started noticing it. I'm like, Damn, look at the reversal on this play. I mean, if it was 2020, 21, 22, into 23, it was just, nope, it's going down. Watch, it's just going to keep going. It's going to keep going. We've seen so many of these plays go down. You just, it's done for the day. If anything, it'll sit out sideways. But in the reversal all the way back up. And so, in my opinion, what we created will be my normal low of the week. Watch for a crack back down under 465 and 462. Under that for a move down to 460. Under 460 down to this 455-ish or so mark. That'll be my normal low of the week. Your ultimate, or for your normal high of the week, watch for a move back up to 470 and over 470 to 472.50 area. Potentially to 475. Your normal high of the week, though, is going to be right around this 477.50 to 480 mark. Somewhere right around right here like it was last week. Your normal low, 455. Your normal high, somewhere right around 480. I know it's a little bit bigger on the way up than it is on the way down. A lot of the time when you see those massive reversals and we pop back up, we'll squeeze and move up the next day or two. So again, like I was saying with those earlier plays, and any of these plays, it's just all what we do on Monday or Tuesday. If we go up and we're at 472.50, 475 by Tuesday or Wednesday, it's going to be really hard to have to come all the way back down and crack through all that, right? And so that's why I'll say 480 top, 460 or 455 bottom. Now your ultimate high of the week, 482.50. You know, where we're at now and that week we've had and how choppy it's been, I don't see us getting any higher than that. Your ultimate low of the week, under 455. Watch for a move down to 452.50 area, 453. Just because I don't even think we'll get to 455, being that we could squeeze up and go up for a day or two. Microsoft. You can see the same thing there on Friday here. So we'll use, we'll probably use, you know what? We won't have to use it because I know it's below it. So I can just zoom in from there. Over this 415 mark, watch for 417.50 to get hit. Over that to 420. I will say we could have another choppier, kind of rangier time here on Microsoft where we only range about $10. So overall, that could be 5 up, 5 down, and this could be the middle point. So I'm going to go ahead and say 520 will be your normal high of the week, and your ultimate high of the week would take it back up to 525. Your low of the week would be back down to this 412.50 and then down to 411. Under 411, watch for move down to 410. I will go ahead and say 410 to around 408. 410 to 408, normal low of the week. Your ultimate low of the week is going to take it back down here to 405-ish. Over to Netflix now. Netflix, again, here at this all-time high mover. Had that move up on Wednesday of last week. It has those days, and typically when Netflix does that, it's in the first portion of the day. You very rarely get the matriculation all day long. It's a shoot straight up in the morning, shoot straight up, and sometimes you'll get more, but it's always there. Your big moves with Netflix, if it's going to happen, most of the time, is going to be right there in the first 30 minutes to the hour of the day. It's just how it is. Now Netflix on the way up. Watch over 645 to 650 and then to the 652 mark, which was all-time high. Over 652, watch for a pop-up here to 656. And I do think with the range Netflix has, this could get back to 664. That'll be your normal high of the week. For your ultimate high of the week, watch for a pop over that, which is going to be hard to do. I think we're already be escalated at that point in a big move for the week. I don't think we'd get too much higher. I will say watch for move overall for 670 for your ultimate high. For your move down, watch under 640 to 635, and below that down to 630. Possibly, of course, the 628.50 mark thrown in there. 628.50 down to 625 will be my normal low of the week. Your ultimate low of the week would take it down to 620 and maybe a hair below it. Now NVDA, another one here, all-time high mover here recently. Big move up. Love this play. Back over 1105. Watch for move to 1110. Over 1110, watch for move up to 1120. Over 1120, then you're moving to 1125. Then you're moving to 1132.3 area. Over that, watch for move back up to 1145, and then essentially 1150 to 1150, this area, right over 1150 for your normal high of the week. Your ultimate high of the week would take it to all-time highs, which would be around, I don't think we'd get any higher than 1175, 1180-ish or so. Now, for your move back on down, watch for a crack back under 1095-ish, 1090 area. For the move down to around 1080-ish or so, and then under that to 1070. I will say 1070 down to around 1060 will be your normal low of the week. Your ultimate low of the week, we just say we have a bloodbath and everyone just starts selling off on NVDA here. Watch for move under 1060 to 1050, then to 1040, and possibly 1030 for your ultimate low of the week. Over to the Qs. Crazy day again on Friday like you see here. Back over 452 for the move to 453, and over that to 454. Over that to 454.60. Over that to 456. And I would say 456 We'll go a little bit more. Over 456 to 456.60, then to 458. 458, normal high of the week. Your ultimate high of the week would take it back close to all-time high area, 460 plus, just over that. For your shorts, I like it back under 450. You've got room to run. Then down to 449, and none of that through 448. You could go all the way down to 446, baby. Under 446, watch for a move down to around 440, 450. That'll be my normal low of the week, 446 to 440, 450, somewhere in here. As you can see what I'm looking at right through there. Your ultimate low of the week, well, all the way back to where we dipped from, which was originally that all-time high area right around 444, and we bounced right off of it pretty much. That is your ultimate low of the week. SMCI up next. This one's kind of doing its own thing, not really running with NVDA anymore, doing its own thing. For your move on down, which we'll start with it, watch under 780 to 760, under 760 to 750, under 750. Let's go back even further here. We got to go back even further in time. 750. Under that, we moved down to, yep, I thought 750, we moved down to 740. Essentially, you know, it's like every $10. I will say 750 will be, oh, we moved a lot. Really, last week we've been moving a little bit more so. I mean, if you think from literally Tuesday at 900 down to, that's 100. Okay, so under 750, watch for a move down to 740. Under 740, 45 area, watch for a move to 730. Then to 720. 720 will be my normal low of the week. Your ultimate low of the week would take it down to 700. So I'll go, that's where I'm like, where's my normal low? I'll go 740. 740 normal low of the week. Normal low of the week, 740. Your ultimate low would then take it down through those low 700s and possibly all the way down to 700. I just see some kind of green back up. We've had a lot of red days here recently. Back over 785. Watch for a move up to 790. Then to 800. Over 800. Watch for a move up to 815. Over 815. Watch for a move up, and this is real congestion area from 825 to 835 area. Somewhere between 835 and 840 will be my normal high of the week. My ultimate high of the week will break that downtrend right, and it won't test it. It'll actually break it, go through 840, and move back up to the 860, possibly 875 area for your ultimate high of the week. And last but not least, your Tesla. That is just gross. I'm just going to give basic levels right out of the gate. Your normal low of the week will be 172 to 171, somewhere in here. Your ultimate low of the week will take it down to 168. For your normal high of the week, somewhere right around 182-ish, right around 181 to 182, somewhere in here for your normal high of the week. Your ultimate high of the week would take it back up to 186 to 187 area. Some of these plays I like a lot, some I do not. You know, it depends on where your setup is and what you're looking for. Apple, I'm liking that if we can squeeze up or crack down. We've got room to run there, right? AMD, if and when we can get out of that channel, we've got room to run. You know, so some of these have room to run if they can get out of their channel. So some of them I like, and some of them you can tell I do not like at all. So I'll again, that's what I'm usually typically looking for. You know, like say I can play like Netflix. Let's just go over to it. I love this because we're up in an area we haven't really been in before. So I know days we can fly, especially if we get back over 650. We can really fly. Back under 630, we could really fly. You know, bottom side, top side stuff. That's what I'm looking for. That's why I love NVDA. We're in an area we've never been in before. These plays can really fly. I know their contracts cost more, but you're actually getting movement, and you're getting really nice movement with those contracts. And you don't really need a lot to profit. You can profit with like 3 or 4 or 5 of them. You know, it's not about getting 10, 20, 30 contracts just to bank. All right, there's your week preview. The 3rd through the 7th, first full week of June. Getting into the summertime. See you next week.